Hello, one and all, and welcome to our brand new series here on the Hidden Realms YouTube channel, Race to the Battle of the Bands. We're so excited to show you this series, and so without further ado, let me get out of your face. Enjoy.
I bust out of the room, and guys,
Goodbye,
basically,
handsome boy.
all right, see you later, crazy lady.
Come back anytime and throw more money at me.
Oh God, no.
She was a stripper in a former life.
Former life?
Oh, oh God.
Oh Lord.
God. Guys, I've just seen something very interesting. The general manager of the bank. In fact, I don't know why I'm dawdling. We need to go to the hospital because the general manager of the bank is going to murder frickin' Murook.
Murook. No, Murook.
He's going to murder Murook in 5 minutes.
How far away from the auction house is a hospital?
This is a D6. What I roll determines the number of minutes it will take you to get there.
Oh God.
Actually, you know what? This is fun. This is fun. Which of you would like to roll the D6?
Oh, I'll do it.
Oh no, but you've rolled two. I don't know.
I vote Callum to do it. He bloody saw it.
Yeah, actually.
Sorry,
Callum,
Callum.
would you roll a D6 for us?
Okay.
I'm going to regret this.
Probably.
Please no.
You want a low number?
Oh, fuck off.
Did you get 6?
Oh, wait, 1. Oh, so that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
1
takes
is
1 minute to
perfect.
get there. Yes, it takes 1 minute to get to the hospital.
Cool. So we've got time to stop for a beer, by the way, haven't we?
No.
No, okay. That's good.
No, okay. Yeah, you guys go to the hospital, and the same person sort of opens the door and kind of goes, "Oh, I see you're back."
I see
I'm
your
so
front.
sorry, I could not hear what you were saying.
Murook, his life is in danger.
Oh, that's quite all right. We got rid of the curse on him.
No, someone's here to kill him.
Oh, is that the case? Is it?
Yes.
It is.
We went to the mad woman. We saw it. Well, the tiefling saw it. We need to go. We're dawdling. We need to go. We need to
We
go.
went to Madam Mad. Well, listen, and she puts a hand in front of the doorway and just kind of goes, "Listen here. You're saying that people want to murder this particular person, but I can assure you that everybody in the Green Coven Hospital is protected and will not be murdered."
Can I do my intimidation thing?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
D20, yeah?
A D20
Yeah.
plus your intimidation modifier.
Oh dear. It's not great.
It's charisma.
Yeah, so you add
Oh,
the
8
intimidation
plus-
skill bit.
Oh, 8 plus, where am I? Sorry. 14.
Plus 6.
No, yeah, 14 altogether.
How are you trying to intimidate her?
With my devilish looks and voice.
She looks at you and just sort of raises an eyebrow. I don't know which parts of the world. I don't know which parts of the world where you think just growling at a woman is going to get you what you want, but I'm afraid it's not this part of the world. Listen,
like
we
to
have
do.
things more than under control. I understand that you're banned, and not actually somebody who exercises the rule of law in our town.
No, but we seem to be the only ones protecting your citizens at the moment.
Well, you can go and get the sheriffs and get a search warrant with the sheriffs. I'm more than happy to let them in. I'm not going to have people yelling about murdering patients and just running amok inside the Green Coven Hospital. I'm just not going to allow it.
I kind of push myself past them and go, "Oh, that's sweet. I'm not going to charm person."
Every time.
Every time.
Is it a wisdom save?
Let me just check.
Charisma save.
Oh, sorry, just checking the app. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. This person is a cleric. I'm telling you right off the bat that they've got high wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah.
bollocks.
So they get +5 to this roll.
Mm.
That's a natural 1.
The luck of the dice. The luck of the dice.
Do I still have to roll? Or just not
No,
even bother?
it works. She is charmed by the second major character in the mysteries to be charmed by Thesia.
I'm so glad you're in the band right now.
Oh my god. Who would have thought that you, the snake person,
Yes.
would be the most charming?
I just with this, I just can't do anything. I don't have any spells or anything that could help.
You're useless at the moment, sorry.
Well, my other thing
kinda-
was to climb the walls.
Right.
So I just look at the nurse, the witch, and I go, "Oh, are you sure like visiting hours are stopped? And we just really want to check that he's doing okay. I apologise to Theramin. He's very concerned about him."
Oh, I see. Was your friend, was he? Oh, that's more than all right then. Oh, come on in. I'll show you to his room.
Oh, thank you.
And leads you inside. You guys make your way through this rather large building, and you come to this particular room. And she sort of looks inside and kind of goes, "Oh, it looks like he's already got a visitor at the moment, but as soon as he's out, I'm more than happy. I'll more than happy to let you in."
Can I, as we're walking, I kind of want to hang behind and sort of, I don't know whether it would be like a stealth, like just be really quiet. So if anyone was listening for
Oh, so they'd only
coming to the
think
door,
that there were a few.
yeah. So if
and
there
not
were
you.
people listening for like people walking past the door or coming up to the door, they wouldn't notice me.
Yeah, give me a
So
stealth
like trying
check.
to muffle.
Yeah, muffling footsteps is a lesser used but very useful part of the stealth skill.
16.
Cool.
9 + 7.
Very cool indeed. Okay. That was a perception check for Orlando. I just rolled.
I thought you would be.
I would, yeah. You guys are just outside the door now.
A little bit further back.
He smiles and nods.
Next to a wall, like.
Time passes.
I'm just gonna open the door. I'm just like, yeah, thanks for leading us to the room, and kind of just like gently just.
Oh, okay, that's sure. I'm sure that's fine. That's you. I'm sure that's fine.
Like I'm thanking him. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. And then just opening the door, and I'm like, yeah, bye, go. Okay, you got duties.
Orlando, Coin, holding a piece of paper and a match, turns around and looks at you and kind of goes, "Well, hello there." He slips the paper back into his jacket, pulls out a cigarette, lights up. "I know I shouldn't do this in a hospital, but I didn't think that he was going to mind. They managed to get the curse out of him."
We're not falling for that, Orlando.
Falling for what?
Your deceptive ways.
My good man, my deceptive ways?
Well, we've witnessed the future. And I know what
you've been to
what you're up
Madame
to.
Mad's augury auction. You know that woman's got a 25% rate of doing something that means absolutely nothing, don't you?
I also know that she showed me you trying to burn a bit of paper, which we just walked in on. So explain that, would you?
Well, I was going to light up, and I had just had the piece of paper in my hand. So that's my explanation.
Can people, so werewolves, can they be shocked into their form?
You actually would have a bit of knowledge about this because lycanthropes are the curse of lycanthropy originated from Malar himself. So this is sort of your wheelhouse, as it were. Go ahead and roll me a religion check with advantage.
Intelligence. Ooh, that's a +2. Oh,
I love that sound. Sorry.
16. Oh, what, the dice?
It's so satisfying.
Something really nice about it.
16?
Hey.
Your understanding of people who are affected with lycanthropy is that they can't be scared or shocked into transforming against their will. It's very much a voluntary transformation, but people in their human forms will defend themselves to the best of their ability, and the best of their ability requires transformation. So if this person, if a lycanthrope feels threatened, their abilities increase a great deal in their more bestial form. It's a survival thing. It's part of being like the whole idea of like Molar being like a hunter and what have you. So they take on like aspects of.
In terms of strength, would it be quite difficult to take on one, or do we have the power collectively?
The three of you together,
yeah,
it's not going to be an easy fight, but you're very strong.
Well, thank you.
Not at all.
Whilst they're in the room, I don't know whether he knows that I'm here.
Have you gone into the room?
No, I'm out of light. I'm not in sight. I'm sort of standing a little bit back. I want to place one of my hunter's traps down in case he tries to run out of the room.
Very cool. And what does the hunter's trap do when?
So as a hunter-gatherer, I get 3 hunter's traps.
Yes.
So it's a dex save, and if they don't pass the save, it's 1d4 of damage, and they have to do a strength check on their turn as an action to try and get out of it, or they take another 1d4 of damage.
Does it stop their movement speed, or does it just do damage?
I don't know. I will need to check. Let me check that.
Very cool.
But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Sort of in the middle of the hallway, so it can't really be... Well, how big is the hallway?
Oh, it's sort of like 10 feet across. So enough for 2 people to walk
sort of like,
across.
I try and put it in the middle. So
Yeah,
it'd be a
sure.
little bit more difficult to get round.
Is it like a bear trap on the floor?
Yeah, it's a little bit like a bear trap.
What if
Okay.
what if someone accidentally sets it off?
Well,
Shame.
let's hope they're good at dexterity throws.
Okay.
Sort of goes, Murook, I cannot tell you how grateful I am to you for saving my employee here. It looks like he's going to be absolutely fine. I know this is a terrible habit. He goes over to the window and sort of opens it and goes, you guys are on like the second floor up here. And he sort of flicks the ashes out the window.
I want to shut the door. So like just really quietly behind me, just close the door. And I ask him to like look at me as I transform into my like snake form, to like, I'm threatened by him thinking he's a werewolf, and hopefully he feels threatened by me being a snake. So it's just like I'm trying to push this see, because then I'll be like, yeah, I'll just wave off afterwards. But I'm such a charming person. So I just very like slowly, like just the lower half starts transforming into a snake until I'm sort of sitting in my coil, just staring him out.
He flicks the cigarette butt out into the darkness, looks you up and down, and you feel, as you do this transformation, you feel that your charm person has run out of time. And outside of this room, next to you, Cloud, this woman goes, I'm just going to go and see about bringing you all some tea. How's that sound? And she walks away down the hallway. He looks at you, Thesia, and he says, "Is it okay to talk with that one in the room?" And he looks at you, Theramin.
Talk away.
Forgive me if I don't feel comfortable talking with a half devil in the room.
Oh, I misheard you there.
He says, he said, I forgive me if I don't feel comfortable talking with a half devil in the room. And he looks back at you, Thesia, like you should know what he's talking about.
I just like gently push them in, like, to the door, like, out, get out.
Thank you, Theramin. I'm a huge fan. It's nothing personal, really. It's not. Do you go out of the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out of the room. Yeah.
Cool.
I was gonna. No, sorry. That's cool.
So, what? Did the priestesses tell you that we were competing? Are you here? You know, what's the deal?
Deal is, I'm going to be the top hunter. I'm going to get to the end of this, and you're not going to stand in my way.
I am doing more for the war effort than you. You have been traveling around in a band. They don't even know. They don't even know that I'm a member of the priests of Malar, like of the priesthood of Malar. They don't even know that I'm devout in this town. I have been siphoning money away from the 9 hells for days now.
And that's good for you, but I've got a higher purpose. So you keep doing that and don't get in my way, because I will kill you, I will eat you, and I'll send you to Malar directly myself. So get away from him. Do not do this anymore while I'm here.
What do you care about this guard? He must have found out about me, all right? I'm not gonna let him blow my cover. That wouldn't help the cause at all. You're gonna kill me out of spite?
Kill him when I'm not here. I need the popularity. This is my quest. Your quest is, I don't really care. Because I'm a better hunter because I found you.
Yeah, you did at that. Tell you what, I'll turn a blind eye to you if you turn a blind eye to me.
And when we're here, we're civil. And when I leave, that's down to you.
Sounds easy to me.
She just kind of goes back to her normal form, looks at him, just like flicks her tongue out a little bit. It's like...
He just sticks his tongue out at you.
It's like... Blah, blah, blah. It's just like...
He's not going to repeat that.
Just like the tongue flicking out. Like,
Yeah.
And she just looks at him and goes, and just leaves. And I go out the corridor with the other two.
He's actually going to come out with you. Before you go, he's actually going to go like, forgive me, but if he dies right this second, it would look real bad. So I'll do it later. I'll come out with you. Civilized, right?
Civilized.
And the two of them walk out of the room together as an army of witches trumbles down the hallway.
Before that happens, I see them come out. I pick up the bear trap because I don't want the witches to step in it.
You pick up the bear trap, and he goes, the third one was here the whole time. Cloud, that's a light step you've got there.
So be careful.
Fair
What
enough.
happened in there, Thesia?
Before you guys can actually talk about this situation, this army of witches, witch clerics, come charging down the hallway, and one of them looks and like, that one used magic on me to get into the building.
Whoopsie.
And Orlando goes, oh, looks like someone's in trouble. Like, quickly, somebody get in there to make sure that make sure that the patient's okay. And a couple of people go back, and like you were surrounded by like magic users, who are all just like, "What did you do? Why did you enchant one of our own?"
We
She
were
wouldn't
trying
let us in.
Yeah, we were trying to save Murook's life.
And then they get the confirmation that Murook is totally fine, and they're like, "Looks like that was baseless, and you've broken the law.
No, we were successful, obviously.
You're trespassers. Get out of here!" And they'll show you to the door, and get you, and kick you out. And the woman who usually guards the door just kind of goes like, "Have a great night, Orlando." He goes, "Thank you, ladies. Have a great night. I guess I'll see you 3 rounds."
Yeah, I would like to argue that was technically not illegal. We had permission at the time.
Under enchantment magic, you're not going to argue that in court.
I was like, these two like, I'm not having this.
But yeah, they no longer look favorably upon you. They close this door. It's getting late. You have rooms at the Tipsy Tankard if you'd like to spend the night.
Please.
I'm not going to sleep in the room. I'm going to find a bit of hay next to the horse, do a cat circle, make sure it's comfortable, and lay down next to the horse outside.
That's so sweet.
Well, I'm going to
Oh,
sleep
my
under
God.
the bed.
Roll me an animal handling with advantage, please.
I'm not proficient in that.
Wisdom.
It is, but that's not something. 17. That's fine. I got an 8, and then I was like, oh, advantage. 17.
Wonderful. Yeah, this horse is definitely just very friendly towards you, and yeah, we'll stand near you if it can.
It might not be comfortable, but I'm sleeping outside.
Fair enough. How about the other two of you? Are you sleeping indoors?
I will be, and I'll sleep under the bed.
Cool.
Could be
Sleep
weird,
like
but-
dark, small places.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
I'm just going to sleep in the bed. Crazy idea.
The only normal one.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you guys each have, they're quite small rooms, but you've each got your own space. And then you hear through the wall, Thesia and Theramin, you hear Dylan's incredibly loud snoring going through the wall.
I'm glad I'm not in there.
Oh, Dylan. See ya.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. But that's it. The night passes very quietly for everybody except for Thesia.
Oh.
Thesia, you are awoken in the middle of the night, and there is somebody in your room. But it is very clear, very quickly, that they're not aggressive towards you. And there's something weird about their shape, which, as you blink, open your eyes, you recognize the. Forgive me, I had all of this bookmarked a second ago, and then I lost the bookmarks. You recognize the shape of the person in the room, and it is that of a UNT abomination. This is a this is a picture of what this snake person looks like. The bottom half of a serpent and the top half of a serpentine humanoid.
Sick.
Basically, me with a snake head, a proper snake head.
Yeah. These are the upper echelons of UNT society, who look down on purebloods most of the time. And you actually do recognize who this person is. This is priestess Matshesha. I will write that in the thing. Matshesha. Who was one of the people who sent you out to prove yourself in the first place. Thesia. How are you?
I'm still kind of like under the bed at this, so I'm just like sticking my head out like, fine.
I hear your band is doing very well.
Yes, it is.
Fun. Well, I have a bit of an assignment for you. Well, a trial, if you will. And you'll have some competition. There is a particularly elusive creature who seems to be hunting in this particular area, has done for the last couple of days. There's a second candidate for Champion of Malar who we have brought into town to hunt this creature. You and he, Olus, and you would actually recognize Olus as well as another one of these people who would be part of this candidacy. You and this Olus will compete, and whoever gets the kill and brings it back to me will be successful and not be taken out of the running. Will prove themselves a hunter, as it were. Kill this creature. Bring me its head. That is your assignment.
And the creature's here.
The creature has been attacking this town, from what I understand.
You can leave.
Okay. Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no. You upset when Charisma. course I upset them. They upset me by just being there, and vice versa. So I rolled a 17. Is it plus my charisma modifier?
Yeah, it's the saving throws plus your charisma modifier. Do you get proficiency in charisma saving throws as a bard?
Well, I think so.
I think you might do. So it'd be even higher than that.
Sorry about all the coughing, guys.
No.
17 plus my charisma modifier would be 21.
Amazing.
21.
21.
21.
She gets right up close, grabs you by the throat, and slams you into the wall. She's much bigger than you and incredibly strong. And hisses right in your face and says, "You, pure blood, do not get to talk to me about what I can and cannot do. If it weren't for the dictate of our own god, you would be less than worthless. Why you're in the running in the first place is a mystery to me." You stare her down.
I dropped my jaw because I've got like the
Yeah.
and just like my
T-Rex jaw.
fangs like start coming out,
Yeah.
just like looking at her like I will eat your face right now.
She bears her fangs as well. Then drops you. Fine. I'll see myself out. Good luck in your trial.
I
feel like
yeah.
I feel like I would have heard that. If we could hear the snoring of Dylan, I would have heard her being thrown up against the wall.
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage because you're a slut.
A fly.
You're a slut.
How do I do that, sorry?
So you roll a d20 twice, take the lowest one, and add your perception to it.
Okay, 9 plus... 10. No.
10. Yeah, you stir. There's a thump from the wall, but you'd gotten used to the white noise of this incredibly loud snoring, and fall back to sleep. But we're actually going to cut into the dreaming of Monsieur Theramin.
What the...
You
workings
are
of Theramin.
asleep and dreaming, and find yourself in a space that you have only had visited a couple of times. These are the wide open chambers looking out on sort of dark, expansive, cavernous spaces. That is the home of Balzabul, your father, who is general to Asmodeus and ruler of the 7th layer of the 9 hells. And you see the enormous slug with compound eyes, who is your cursed father, who was cursed by Asmodeus to bear this form, slimes his way into the room and kind of goes, "Oh, Theramin! My boy, my beautiful boy. How are you doing there, son?"
I'm great.
Listen,
You look fine.
well, thank you. I've been trying to slime myself in a new way.
Oh God, no.
You look good too, son. I heard about your gig, in Oddmore. That was quite a success you had there. You must be enjoying the powers that I'll give you.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was down to me as well, Dad.
If you wanted to use your own natural talent, you didn't have to sell your soul to your own father to get magic.
Savage.
You want, Dad?
I get
Why
the,
are you
I
here?
get all I'm saying is I get a piece of the credits. I get a piece of the credits when you get the successes. Your successes are my successes.
Sure.
Listen, I brought you here for a reason. Disgusting slime Jabba the Hutt body.
Jabba the Dad.
Jabba the Dad
Jabba
body.
the Dad.
Oh,
Turns. The Outer Plains Bank holds quite a lot of the money for the cult of Asmodeus in the material plane. There we have special deposit boxes for the cult of Asmodeus,
Right.
and it's you know it's important to have that Asmodeus has got his worshippers. Especially during these times of war, we've got to get more and more souls for hell.
Listening.
Fair enough. Have you heard that the bank in Burlestone has been stolen from?
I'm aware, yeah.
It's been our deposit boxes that have been broken into. And we would like, it would be a great boon to me in my political career if it's my warlock, if it's my son who's the one who gets the money back.
What else is in it for me?
What else is in it for you? You get a cut. What else do you want?
Send
We're
me money.
devils. You can get a cut of the money.
Okay. So what exactly do you need me to do, Dad?
Find the money. Bring it back to the bank. I mean, killing the person responsible is a good secondary objective as well. That'll earn me even more points.
Okay.
There are
Kind of
rumors
want-
going around that it's somebody to do with the Abyss, and they're trying to mess with the Blood War. But it'll be putting me in good stead with the big boss man. And when I'm in good stead with the big boss man, the magic flows really well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I know what you're saying.
So basically, the way the Nine Hells works is it's like this weird, horrible corporation of evil, where Asmodeus is the god on top, and he's got 8 generals who rule over the layers of hell.
Yeah.
And they're currently at war with the Abyss, and they're always trying to outdo one another to become more powerful politically or naturally. And your dad, if he becomes powerful enough, will be able to reverse this curse that's on him. So that's kind of his idea. He'll be able to look like a person again.
Okay. Cool. I'm kind of already on the case, Dad. I've got some leads, so leave it with me. And
Whoa, that's my boy. He burbles happily.
I'm your boy.
Little geysers of happy pus come out of his.
oh,
What the fuck is happy pus? That's what is. That's happy pus.
That was me using prose to have a little bit of fun with some horrible visuals. Forgive me, the hells are not great. And sometimes I don't know if I may have taken it too far with that image.
No, it's brilliant.
Plus anything is bad. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Even happy pus.
Well, that's actually all I wanted to talk to you about. There, I really appreciate that. And good luck for your next gig. We're gonna do great.
I'll do great. Thanks, Dad.
I get a piece of all your achievements reflect well on me, and you are dismissed from this realm, and fall back into a sound sleep, from which you awake in the morning.
That's my beer dreams.
Your beer dreams, yeah.
We're going to get into so much trouble from you two. I can just see it.
It's building to something, isn't it? I don't really want to be eaten, so...
Yeah. It was one of those things where you guys gave me the... It only occurred to me after our first session. I was like, hang on a second. One of these people is trying to be champion of Molar, who's a guy in the Abyss, and the other one is a warlock of a devil.
I like the
There's room for some fun stuff in here.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared, if I'm honest.
No, I'm just walking around. No idea this is happening. I'm just sleeping with my horse next to me. I'm fine.
There you go.
Oh dear.
The morning comes.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
Wake up.
Was that a long rest?
Achieved. That was a long rest.
Yay! I get my spell slots back.
I don't get anything back.
Shame.
I'm kind of remembering in a haze that I just saw my dad, and it's all becoming clear, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you can
Oh my
remember
God.
these dreams come back and like crystal sharp detail.
Yeah, but yeah.
Of a
Like
happy path.
after the hazy, especially the images.
I think Cloud would have probably gotten up a little bit earlier because she would have gotten up with the sun sort of rising. She probably would have gone in, got some bread rolls and some butter for herself, and tried to get some apples or some carrots for the horse, and just sat outside feeding the horse, having some bread rolls.
Horses eats with you.
Sorry,
Yeah,
can I
I'm
just,
doing
so
everything I can to
sweet.
get this bloody horse.
have me and Thesia basically got the same sort of... Does she need to kill him, or is it beneficial if like either of us?
So here are the quests that have been individual quests that have been assigned to you. Thesia's goal is to kill the creature.
Right, that's not as important, but yeah.
Your
for me.
goal is to
Money.
retrieve the money. So they are two sides of the same coin,
Yeah,
as it
okay.
were. You are not directly in conflict with one another.
Cloud's
Yes.
goal is to get the horse.
No, you guys are not. You guys aren't in conflict with each other. In fact, the Blood War is this far away. It's happening in the outer planes. And because of this magic called the Accord, the conflicts of the gods in the outer planes will never affect the mortal realm. It's through sort of the followers of these different factions that like some conflicts can come about, but like the actual war is being fought elsewhere.
Okay.
So it's not something that you would like. You would know that it was happening probably just because it's been happening for the last 224 years. But yeah, in that kind of background way where, yeah. And yeah, neither of you have ever been asked to take action against members of the other faction before.
Okay.
Maybe because you're still quite young in terms of your power and potency, and also because you're in a band, and you're not going to ask band members to do that, at least not right now. So
Yeah, I was going to say, not yet. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear her purring.
Oh, so
I keep
cute.
them on myself all the time. And last time I was like, oh yeah, I didn't show her. She made these
Jellyfish.
Yeah.
fish, and I've given the pumpkin I've got on my head.
Daisy, you made those.
Yeah, I also make dice pouches, yes, which I was going to make a character one for me today, but I completely forgot.
Oh my god!
I know.
You know, my mom does that. She made some clangers for my nieces and nephew. And I was like, yeah. because
Oh
I like
my
it because they're
God.
already like they are knitted, so it's like it's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's going to go on my list.
Do you have that? Is your shop open?
Yes, my shop is open.
We're putting it in the. We're gonna. It's a good thing I didn't put out the first episode yet. We'll put it in the doobly-doo.
Thank you. I take custom orders for characters if you want a character-based dice pouch. So I'm going to make. I've got a green wool that's like speckled, so it kind of like scales when it's done. And I'll put a picture. I'll do that tomorrow. It only takes about half hour.
Also, this is a little ghost that Daisy crocheted. I don't know. Oh, I can't really get it in shot.
Do you still have Cthulhu?
I don't know where Cthulhu's gone. I don't know where I put him.
Is he in your drawer?
Like the golden eyes. It's like you're making something.
Oh, that's my
Oh, sick.
embroidery.
Oh wow! Holy
That's actually Lily's
moly.
tattoo. That's Lily's
DA.
Cthulhu tattoo.
Ooh.
And I embroidered it. And then I crocheted a small one. And he's got wings.
Look at his eyes.
I'll tell you.
Mind.
I'll tell you something. It's like it's not like after a while. It's like it's all acting, right? It's all blah blah. And if there's something that you guys aren't comfortable doing, then we just don't do it. Like that's if you say I don't want to flirt with the DM, then I will make no attempts to do that from my end, and you can deal with your own side of things. Right, where the hell were we? It's the morning. It's the morning.
It's the morning.
The gypsy tank. The sun rises and is beautiful and shines across the hills and plains of Grandia up to the mountains, illuminating them beautifully. Because mountains look nice, don't they? I like mountains. And Dylan wakes up and he goes, "Oh, the day of, how did everybody sleep? I slept like a rock."
Yes, we heard, Dylan.
Did you now? Oh, I'm sorry. If I disturbed you, that wasn't my. You didn't get a bad sleep on my account.
No, not on your account.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but also glad for selfish reasons, and but also sorry for selfless ones. I will. In any case, the Trixie was got the barn just outside town. He could give you the directions to where it is. You could show up, this evening, and that's about it. Usually, you guys go off and do whatever it is you do, and don't really invite me along.
Okay, if that's everything, then Dylan, we're going to leave now.
Okay, goodbye.
We've got too much to do.
Do you
Just like that one friend, I never get invited, and then everyone just leaves anyway.
Lil and Cam, do you still have your drawings from the last session that the Mockery did for us?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah?
Yeah, cool. Could I run and grab them off you and give them to Dylan and just ask Dylan to make posters out of these pictures with the band name on them?
Oh, well,
and make copies.
That's exactly my job. I'm so happy to do that.
Bless him.
One little bit of happiness.
Brilliant. Thank you. Yes, you actually split all of the money from the previous gig, so I don't have anything. So if I'm going to make copies, if I could just have just sort of a 10 gold from somebody.
Yeah, sure, I'll give him 10 gold. It just keeps him busy.
I appreciate
asking
that.
questions.
Oh, thank you, Thesia. That's great. I'll go make some posters with your faces. Ooh, yes, and it'll say the Mockeries underneath. I'll get my stylist.
Oh, he's so happy.
He bumbles away. He's only a little person. He's a gnome.
Oh, bless him. I'm doing it just because as a person, I want him to be like involved. But as a character, it stops him asking questions and keeps him busy for the rest of the day. So I'm just like, bye. Adios. Right, going to the bank.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Straight away.
You'll probably see me with the horse just petting it and saying goodbye. I'll see you later. Leaving a bowl of water and some food for it.
Horse looks like it wants to come with you, but then like if you're leaving, it'll like look back down at its food and be like, and just
Okay.
like just look after you, just looking after you, and like after you're a little ways away, we'll happily.
No, if it's doing that, I'll bring it and hitch it in front of the. Or no, okay. Oh, no, I'll go up to it and be like, "Do you want to come with me? Do you want to?" Oh, no, just lead it. I'll like take some food and some water as well. Lead it to the bank. Tie it on a post. Put the water and the food out for it.
Cool beans.
Guys, I think I have a horse.
Looks that way.
Away.
You guys and
Actually,
go ahead.
oh, sorry, I thought I was there. I think actually, if you're going to the bank, I would like to go to the hospital because it's visiting hours now, isn't it? And hopefully Murook's okay, and he can. I can.
Are they really going to let you in?
So if you forget that I said that, that would be great.
You forget that you said that you were going to go to the hospital?
But I think she's just like, after last night, are you sure?
Maybe later if we find out where Orlando is first.
Maybe if we can find
Just
proof.
that I know that he's in impending doom. He's going to die soon.
But maybe if we can find proof to prove what you saw, this person is, maybe they will be a little bit more understanding.
Yeah, and then we can get the sheriffs on board.
We need to know what was on that bit of paper. So this all before we go into the bank.
Yeah, I assumed so.
Yeah.
Indeed. You enter the bank, but you see that all of the tills are closed. All of the doors moving beyond this initial sort of semicircular space are locked. It doesn't seem to be open.
Is there a door with a sign that says general manager on it? You know, like they have their offices and it says like general manager.
Yes, there is a door that says general manager. General
Get
manager
off and knock
Orlando
on the
coin.
Yeah. On like a plaque.
A plaque. Yeah. There is no response.
I'm going to use my thieves' tools to pick the lock.
Please give me a thieves' tools check, which is sleight of hand, and if you have proficiency in thieves' tools, then you can add that. Do it.
Oh, that's it. 22.
It's 22, huh?
Yeah.
That's a
Nimble
good
paws.
score, is what that.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm
Wow.
proficient in it and I've got a +7. So.
You just flick the door open.
Yeah.
These rolls tonight are just
That's
you're on
incredible. You pick this lock and the door opens, and the thought occurs to you is like, banks are generally considered to be hard to get into. Maybe there's a career somewhere down the line in robbing banks.
Maybe.
But this door, very, very easily in your hands opens up. And inside is a desk, plaques on the wall that are sort of awards for employee, it's like for like different branches of this bank, signed by the the bank owner, so who would have their headquarters elsewhere. So there's sort of a chain of these banks, which says signed Miss Prosperine.
Before I walk in, can I check for any sort of alarm system
Sure.
Just in case. No.
No. No, there doesn't seem to be anything. Yeah, you guys can give me investigation checks if you're looking for stuff in here.
Uh,
I'm going to be looking for any documents or items of religious, anything sort of religious that would
Yeah.
I've got
help
a 9,
me.
Sure.
I've got 18.
15.
15, 18.
Or is it investigation?
It is.
Intelligence plus under 16.
Pretty good across the board. You guys find a couple of things of interest. At first glance, there is nothing incriminating here. There's nothing that kind of speaks to this person being the creature or anything like that. But there are some details which are kind of interesting. You see that there is a map of Merle Stone, but the map actually extends westward into some woods that go up into mountains, and it's quite detailed, sort of detailing of river and footpaths, and there's a tiny little X up in one of those mountains. So that is a little detail there. In terms of religious stuff, you see sort of an encyclopedic collection of works, 8 volumes in total on each of the outer planes. Those planes being, if you give me 1 second. Okay, you guys probably don't care about this as much as I do, but the information is there, so I'm going to use it there. The 4 lower planes of Acheron, the 9 Hells, the Abyss, and Pandemonium, and the 4 upper planes of Arborea, Mount Celestia, the Beastlands, and Isgard. And so there's this sort of it's called the Great Wheel cosmology, where there are 3 gods apiece to each of these divine realms, and sort of there are the good realms and then the bad realms. There you go. So yeah, those encyclopedic tomes are the only religious texts here. I don't know if you want to look closer at anything. That's I'll leave that up to you. But like on a cursory glance, that's what you find.
I want to have I want to specifically look to see whether I can find that piece of paper that he was trying to burn.
You do not see it.
No. We've still got it on.
Yeah, I want to look further into the encyclopedias and see if there's any notes or anything in the book that might indicate that he is part of that religion.
Well, absolutely. If you are looking through them, the 9 Hells one just has a lot of really cool information about your dad and about that whole system. But the one with the Abyss, there seem to be several passages that are sort of underlined and little little notes, like little question marks or little asterisks being put next to specific passages. And what it looks like from these notes, and you got a pretty good investigation score. Actually, could you roll me an insight check on these notes, because they're not explicit?
I got 13, so
13. Yeah, it's not entirely clear what he was. The passages seem to be things like Malar and the structuring of some of the Yuan-Ti priestesses. Passages about lycanthropy are underlined. Just lots of details about sort of this particular sect and religion, and bits and pieces about the Blood War and stuff like that.
Okay. Interesting.
I want to share that around.
Sorry, can I?
Yeah.
Do I know that Thesia is to do with the abyss? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the lore
Yeah, of course. I'm dumping a little bit.
So her species, are they always part of that battle, or?
Yeah, they're not one of the major races of the kingdoms, but the tribes of the Yuan-Ti, who sort of live in sort of a jungly area in the neighboring kingdoms. They sort of crop up everywhere. Yeah, pretty much all of them are devoted to Malar. So it's not an unreasonable assumption to make.
All right. Well, I think obviously I'll share. Look what's in the book, guys. He seems to be really interested in the abyss and certain passages. What do you think?
I kind of just look at it and go. I just nod. I'm like, so I already know. So I'm just like, oh yeah, no, that's really interesting.
Could you give me an insight check with advantage looking at these passages, please? And Lily, you're sort of learning this as you go along. It's
I was about to say, I'm completely no idea.
Cool. Guess these bad guys and these bad guys don't like each other.
What I'd probably be doing is I'd probably be trying to work out how long it would take us from where we are to get to that X. That's probably more what she's doing.
Oh, I thought you said axe.
No, X, sorry.
I want that axe.
There's a map and there's a little axe. What's that? Right, okay.
I got a 16.
With a 16, there's something about the passages underlined which feels off to you. If there are things that you just know as a devotee of Malar. There's obvious, like you just said, there's obvious stuff in here. And there's some obvious stuff that has been underlined. Like he's calling special attention to things that should be the most obvious stuff in the book. It's not entirely, it doesn't quite make sense to you, but why he would do that if he's devoted to the abyss and the cause. It's like that seems like something you would just know. Yeah. There you go.
Okie
dokie. It'll take you guys it'll take 2 hours to get up into the mountains to where the X is.
And it's still quite early in the morning.
Yeah.
We could reach wherever this is within 2 hours, give or take. We do have to be back for our gig tonight. It wouldn't look good if we were late.
I think it's worth investigating.
Yeah, so do I. We don't need to take the map with us. I can memorize it. We won't get lost.
Amazing.
As a wanderer, I have an excellent memory for maps and geography.
Comes in useful.
Great, let's do that.
The three of you, having worked together in conjunction as a team really well for the last little while, head out of this.
Before we leave, I close the door and make it look like we weren't in there. So
with your earlier check, you can re-lock the door.
Yeah.
Put everything back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, encyclopedias go back where they are.
Can we crystal ball the paper again? Or am I not allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Just to see if it's still with him or if he's burnt it or not.
Sure. Just
Yeah.
grab it out and hold it in my hand. Go, just like kind of just move it towards you. Like, do you want to talk to it?
Where is the paper?
You see bits of ash.
Bollocks.
Okay. Well, let's head to the X anyway. I just wanted to know if he was still with it.
Well, it's worth knowing that there's no point looking for it.
Yeah, I want to know what was on it.
You gave it to the guy, and then he burned. I'm
I know.
sorry. This is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, it would have been cool to know what was on that paper.
No,
But
don't do that.
Oh,
See, that's the thing.
well.
Like, our characters were like, we can't read it. We'll give it to the person that might be able to.
I will ease your minds, guys. It was evidence, just out of the game. It was evidence that the bank manager was the one who was stealing money from his own bank.
Okay.
So you guys ended up discovering that anyway.
Damn, we need some evidence to prove it.
We need to keep him alive. He's the only person that can back us up.
As you guys come out of the bank, a pair of sheriffs approach you. One of them's got a little thing in his mouth. And the human guys come up to you and sort of go, "Well, now, what were you three doing in the bank?"
Just needed to make a
We were
deposit.
just looking. Yeah, we were just looking to deposit some of our money into the bank.
Bank stuff.
Is that so now? Well, I hate to bring allegations to you fine traveling folks, but the people over at the Green Coven Hospital have asked us to keep an eye on your activities and see if you're doing anything untoward. Seeing as how you were, hypnotizing folks. I can't tell you how deeply that is looked down upon in our community here in Burleystone. And in fact, it seems to put into question whether or not those folks down in Oddmore really did think that you guys were a good band or not.
Oh, don't worry, we can prove that later in our gig. And I do apologise that the witches feel so unsettled by the incident that happened last night. But I can assure you, nothing strange going on here. We've just got.
We were just trying to check up on the man that life we saved, as we had reason to believe that he might have been in danger. As sheriffs, I'm sure the protection of your people are of utmost importance.
Well, the other guy kind of goes, "Well, hell, that was a real piece of heroism you did there." But let me just tell you guys, you can't go around hypnotizing folks. That sovereignty of your own mind and your own will is a very big deal. It's just a very big deal not to force people to do things they wouldn't otherwise do. We have procedures in place for
we
things.
understand, but like your lovely colleague said, we are travelers. We are still getting used to this land. As you can probably tell, we're not from around here. We're still learning the ways of your people. We do apologize.
He looks over at you, Thesia, and goes, "I know that they would greatly appreciate your apology over at the Green Coven Hospital."
I'll make my way there now.
Oh, well, that's just fine then. The other guy goes, hold on just one more second here. I got one more question for these folks. Now, the general manager, Orlando, has reported that yet again this creature has stolen money from his bank during the night last night, and that's why the bank here is closed. Now, I hardly, he looks over at his friend, he's like, "I'm not, I promise you, I know that these guys have only been in town for, one night, so it can't be you who are
Yes, sir.
stealing from the bank. However, if you did have any leads on who might be doing that or on the creature, we would greatly appreciate that, as we haven't been able to do much about him so far.
We have no leads on who or what this creature is, but what we're hoping to do is, after my friend Thesia has apologised, we're actually going to go into the forest and the mountains to see whether we can pick up a track to see where this creature is taking your lovely people's gold. Of course, if we do find anything, we'll come straight to you, sir.
Well, that's a fine idea, says the other guy said. That's a fine idea. Well, you hear that, buddy? That's wow. These folks might even be all right. He goes, oh, all right, yeah, all right. I'll withhold judgment.
Cloud is just trying to be as charming as she can.
Could you give me a deception check, please?
Well, I mean, she's not trying to deceive them, but she's
you did just
hiding
say
out. Yeah,
that you
she's
don't know
hiding
anything about the creature, so I'm just. It's not
I
going to
said
be.
we didn't have any idea. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to dig myself off. That is a 19 plus 1.
There you go. Don't bat an eyelid at that. Well, all right then. Do you want us to accompany you to the hospital and sort of, help smooth things over?
Yeah, no, we would appreciate the
Oh,
company.
all right.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's all walk over together. And they walk you over to the hospital. The same woman is on the door. It's unclear whether she ever sleeps. She looks exactly the same, like just exactly the same, and just glowers slightly as you approach. Now, see here, miss, this lady's come to apologize. Isn't that a nice gesture, considering the circumstances and the cultural what-how?
Just kind of looking at her like, okay, I have to force myself
I'm
to say
standing
sorry.
behind her and sort of like poking her back a little bit, like.
I'm waiting.
I am extremely apologetic about the incident that happened last night. I'm very sorry that mind tricks were played. As a magic user to magic user, you can appreciate the effort that one goes to do such a thing. So I do apologise for any harm done, and I hope the patient made it and is okay. So if we could just settle on our terms, we will not enter the hospital again, unless we need medical assistance from yourself.
You could have stopped talking. You could have stopped talking after the apology, and I think it would have gone better for you, but I get the sentiment. And I accept your apology.
Salty.
Is that all? He goes,
That is
now,
all.
come on now. There's no... See, everyone can be amicable, right? I accepted her apology. I don't understand what you... It's like, all right. I'm just saying. Nobody got hurt or nothing. They just wanted to see the person whose life they saved, right?
How is he doing, by the way?
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Thank you.
We think he'll probably come around within the day.
If it's not too much trouble, if I stop by before we are to perform and just check to see how he's doing, not come and see him necessarily, just come and ask yourself.
If you want to go through the proper avenues to visit him, you're more than welcome to do so. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Also, and she gives a little chuckle to herself. It's like, don't be setting up any more bear traps in the hallways.
That was a precaution I felt was necessary.
And the mind tricks, I presume, were you thought were necessary as well. But everything turned out all right in the end, so
Yes.
we can leave it at that.
Thank you.
You guys start walking away. The sheriffs will walk with you for a minute, and one of the guys goes, "Bear traps, huh?"
Yes.
That's a misunderstanding on the witch's behalf.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a real misunderstanding when you set up a bear trap in a hallway in a hospital. I suppose it's the best place you could set up a bear trap, really.
We had reason to believe that man's life was in danger. But everything aside from last night, Sheriff, we are, like I said, on our way out of town. I have a small favour to ask, if it's not too much trouble. The gentleman's horse I have been tending to. Would you mind taking her back to the inn and just settling her down there for me? I'm not planning on taking her with us.
That seems, yeah, horses in the mountains don't do so well together, but that's more, what a little, what, you people don't see, the impression I got when she came hollering at me, knocking on my door, saying somebody's been messing with my brain, made me think maybe we'd have the wrong idea about you guys, but you're all right, well, listen, I'm more than happy to do that. And me and my pal here are not such mountaineering folks. But if anything that we can do besides that, you just holler.
Yeah, we will do. Just obviously, as you've been doing, keep an eye on the bank. Anyone coming in and out, just keep an eye on them.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
The guy goes, "Oh, what else? I don't know what else we're gonna do in this tiny little." You grouch! Come on, let's go get a horse back to his stable. That was not even my horse. I don't. Shut up.
Rumbling away.
Oh, I like those guys.
Yeah, but if they weren't there, I would have killed that bitch. Again, saved by the sheriffs.
There's always a pair of sheriffs.
Person I charm, I will eat.
That's so funny.
Happen.
I had no idea that was on the
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Right.
Are you guys off to the mountains?
We're off to the mountains.
Incredible.
Did we have a carriage, or is that not ours?
It is yours. It's been.
Is the path not carriage worthy or something?
No. It would be for about a half mile or so, but then it becomes quite hard country, and it's like uphill and yeah.
Get walking.
There you go.
Now steps.
Walking and rolling.
I think I've ever walked with my fists like
To
this.
the
This
mountains I'm strolling. Cool. Up into the mountains you walk, and you get higher and higher. You can see more and more of the country below you. And after about an hour and a half of walking, you can look back and you can just see way off in the distance, off to your right, to the south, is the sprawling city of Garanseal, which is the capital where you guys became a band for the first time. Oddmore is too small really to see from up here, but over to the left, to the north, Cloud, you can actually see the glitterings of a distant sea. All the way out in that distance, where that you saw in the crystal ball as the direction where your people headed.
I sort of just stop, look off into the distance for a little bit, sigh, and just carry on walking.
Cloud? Is everything all right?
One day I'll get there. That's all I say. And just keep talking.
Whatever.
Crazy.
Right.
I'm just like, she doesn't even like water.
Okay.
I like this. That was so lovely. It's like, maybe we could talk about it. No. Okay. What?
We've not bonded that much.
I've got to remember to be a dick as well. Yeah, I think he's an arsehole, but he's got a soft side.
Yeah.
Not literally, but
you guys make your way up past the trickling water, and you can actually see a cave in the mountain up ahead, pretty near to where that X was.
As soon as we can sort of see it, I'd like to do kind of what I did in the hospital, just be a little quieter, keep an ear out, and just move a bit more stealthily.
Absolutely. I'm not going to make you roll for this one. You guys stealthily, partially go closer to this cave. What would you like to do?
How dark?
Yeah, it does.
Is it?
It doesn't look. It looks like plenty of light gets in there. There's no movement or anything coming from inside that you can see.
I want to throw a rock in it.
Ladders. You hear the echoing inside the cavern, and then you hear a voice go, "What? Where did that come from?"
It's not a voice we recognise.
No, it's not. Hey, oi! And you see, poking his head out of this cavern and emerging is an 8-foot-tall Goliath,
Oh no.
just holding this little rock. He goes, "Oi! What are you doing throwing a rock in someone's home, eh? I don't come down the mountain and throw rocks in your home. That's not nice."
We're really very sorry. We thought the cave was empty. We were just seeing how far back it went. We didn't know anyone was in there.
What? The Goliath Mountains? You didn't understand there's a Goliath live in the Goliath Mountains? You didn't think
We
maybe
didn't.
somebody lived in this nice, comfortable, light-filled cave?
We didn't get told what the mountains were called. We found a map with an X, which seems to be this cave.
Found an X on a map?
Yes, down in the town, in the bank. What was a map?
Scratches his bald head. Don't
Has
know.
anybody come up here?
What, you mean like people? Like people do? Like my people who live up in the mountains? Go and visit each other regularly? People always come up in the mountains.
The humans, the humans. Do the humans come up?
Well, sometimes, but not usually. Hey, you're an odd-looking group, aren't you?
Yes.
You're not humans.
No.
I'm pretty sure they don't have ones of you down in that little town down there.
We're travellers.
Ones of you. pointing down at the three of you.
We're travellers. We're a band. We've been travelling.
You got a band?
We're a band.
Like what plays down in the bottom of the mountain and I'll get whiffs of up here?
Yes, exactly, with the Mockeries.
Oh, listen, would you play us a bit? Would you play us a bit of music? I would really like it.
Yes, of course. I will get out my little skeleton and put it on the ground in front of him. And then I'll get out my lyre and just start playing, and that's when the skeleton will start dancing and moving along.
It's dancing! Oh, it's so cute!
It dances, yeah, when music is played. It's my little trick.
Yeah. Obviously, I got to summon the guitar, haven't I?
Summon the guitar, baby.
Unfortunately, my sounds are turned off, so I'm just going to have to imagine that there's amazing music coming from there.
Absolutely. Thesia, do you want to join in as these two start playing?
Okay, change up my instrument. I don't have my pan flute with me. I don't have my pan flute, but I have a lute. Makes sense, doesn't it? So I kind of try and match Theramin, kind of just but softer instead of the guitar noise.
Guys, give me a performance check all around. It'd be so
Performance.
Performance.
That would be a
17.
19.
19.
17.
Got 20 plus.
Yeah, the D
20 plus 6.
You got a natural 20 plus 6?
Yeah, and a 6.
Every time we get on.
It's my dad, isn't it? Obviously.
Your music rocks forth and echoes in an incredible chorus. The music bouncing off of the mountains as this enormous Goliath sits down in front of you and goes, "Yay!"
Oh. The characters are amazing. I love them.
Of these, I really do like most fit on these characters.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And this music plays forth, and even before you're done your first song, you hear something like a bit of a rumbling in the mountains. And he goes, "Oh yeah, the rest of them have heard your music and are coming to listen." And you see 20 to 30 Goliaths just charging from various places going, "Yay, music!"
Oh my god, please say that we
It's
can get them at the
so
end. We can persuade them.
It's so good. And soon you have an audience of Goliaths sitting in front of you all clapping to the beat.
Sick.
Brilliant.
And that is where we were going to end off for tonight. We'll pick up again in,
What an ending.
in a couple of nights.
What an
Well done,
ending.
guys.
Well done, all of you.
We were so lucky with our
Those roles
performances.
were...
That was amazing.
Every single performance we've done so far has been like, I want these Goliaths to come to the final battle and just cheer us on. That's what I want to happen.
They could be our drummers. They could be like stomp.
Yeah, with their claps that just boom.
Just we will rock you and just get them to do the stomping.
Boom, boom.
I was literally, yeah.
Yeah, you guys have earned popularity with these Goliaths.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get that werewolf.
You was gonna have to get that guy next
I
time.
need his head.
On Race to the Battle of the Bands. Next time we're the Mockeries.
Yeah.
I still think that name is amazing.
It's such a good name. Oh, you guys
So
are such a
good.
good name.
We lucked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Definitely.
good choice. Thank you everybody so much for watching Race to the Battle of the Bands. Be sure to subscribe to watch all 3 of our consecutive campaigns, and check back next week to see what happens in this one. Ooh. Take care, guys.